Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm flyer than a pelican. You know what it is, baby. We're going to check out the elephant, as usual. The beluga trout. They're scared of the beluga trout. I just gotta, we gotta talk the truth, man. I've been telling y'all this 30 years. Moment of truth is here. Status boom, what's up, baby? You know I'm gonna give him that work, baby. You know I'm gonna give him that work. Don't get scared now. See the haters that be trying to Captain Saver Joes, right? You see them? They're everywhere. I told y'all. Captain Saver Joes, the beluga naughty. They are at work. Some don't even want to read the paperwork. Some just like, oh no. I see my man Willie D over there in Texas with his podcast. He's not even reading T.A. side of the complaint. He's just going, he's reading everything Fat Joe's saying. Shout out to Willie D, man, You know, those are like pioneers in my era. So I give them love. But damn, Willie, you got to throw the real sauce on it, Willie. We see you trying to put that barbecue Fat Joe juice on that burger. Flip the burger around, Willie. Flip it around. Give it a flip-flop up there. Come on, man. Be fair. You don't want me to throw my Texas hat on. I'll throw my cowboy hat on. We go all the way to Texas with me. If mine's playing tricks on you, must be. Come on, Willie. We want fair justice, right? It's gotta be fair. Like I said, man, I could have did the same thing T.A. did way long ago, 2001. I could have been T.A. That's why, and I chose to do what I did. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even do that on the monetary tip to get money back. This one is a little more serious because that's got some criminal intent. Man. It's great. But yeah, you see once you read y'all gotta go read it. Go read it. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to go read it and see if I'm bugging or whatever. We know we ain't bugging over here. We just reading what the facts is, what the complaint is, and why is it $20 million? Now we can see when it's in there. We can see all of that, So that's what it is. See, a lot of people talk, I see academics. I guess academics himself didn't even know I was split up with Fat Joe. How do people don't? It's been 24 years. How do academics, well, maybe because my distance from the industry and the word around there, they don't really talk about me. That's how it goes. I'm the best kept secret in there. I'm the best story never told. Told y'all that. When it comes to that industry, they keep that hush, in Joe's order. They keep me hushed. I'm that little dirty secret they don't want to let out. Because they're all in together, the Beluganati, like I'm telling you. So all my assumptions throughout these years has been to the people. They've been right? So far, they've been right. So academics obviously doesn't know who Cuban Link is. CLK from around your way. He forgot, or he probably wasn't in, I don't believe that shit. I think they'll be just doing that on purpose. Like, I thought that was his friend. No. Academics, wake up and smell the goddamn elephant fucking spinach, please. Me and Joe has not gotten along since 2001 all the way up to now. And mainly because of the same kind of things that he's doing at T.A. You know what I'm saying? Besides well, there's a lot of things that I found similar with my situation. That's why I believe T.A. I told Wack that. 90%, I believe T.A. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to just do, as far as like the 4,000 forced trizzies or bang them outs, the 4,000 bang outs, I guess, Fat Joe forced them. It depends how you see that. Because, you know what I'm saying? T.A. might have not known that he was, that Fat Joe was getting, he was setting them up or grooming them so he could be looking at them from a distance and having like disgusting ideas about T.A. while he's doing this to him. You know what I'm saying? So he was being used for that. He was, if you put it that way. But as far as manhood things, like, I'm sure I would have been, well, I was before. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was like a little happy, bunny rabbit. But you know, in legal terms, it's always different. It's different. So I understand that too. So I give it closer to like 98% that I believe TA and everything he says about him, about the beluga. So yeah, so academics is going over it, and you could tell when they start going over it, it's like their eyes pop open, and you're like, wow, they didn't know. So it's deeper, and they get like, okay, that's enough. That's what academics did. You know, so hopefully he'll take a little more interest in it. DCRUU, JB, the mosquito nuts. Yes, JB the mosquito nuts. Yes, aka Mosquito Man. You know what I'm saying? They got Ant-Man, JB's Mosquito Man. El Mosquito. El Mosquito. Salute to DCRUU. Thank you for contributing to the revolution. Your help is very appreciated. Yeah, man. So, you know, a lot of us scared individuals, like I told you, that fear mongering that Joe's been doing all these years, you could see him. You could see him. You've seen Scott Storch, right? On the PBD program. On PDB, right? Patrick David. Yeah, but he shouted me out. This is dedicated to the ones who never made it. I hated the fact you faded away. You were the greatest. So, you know what I'm saying? He repeated it. Patrick David repeated that whole little line. That's what Flowers for Dead. It's my song. That's how far my music done travel, and the timeless. How back into time, and how good it was. 'Cause for you to remember something, you must have liked it or loved it. You must have loved it. So, you know, salute to the PBD show for that love there. But the whole thing is that you've seen Scott Storch. Johnny Sunshine. Johnny Sunshine. No. Nore. No. Pun. Everybody but Cuban Link. I would have been able to smack them in the back, like that, in the back of his back. Get it out, spit it out. Cuban Link. Fucking Scotty, what's up? You need to get beamed up again? Stop, Scotty. I don't want to snap on you. I like your music. I love your record. You know, I didn't like the fact you gave Jolene back and all the fucking other shit. Make it rain on them. Should have given it to me, Scotty. You wouldn't have had the problem with your lips. Stop. I don't know what happened to your lips. Something happened. Something happened. Looked like you just ate 10 lemons and you just stood in the mirror and your face stood like that forever. So please stop messing with the lemons. So yeah. So all I'm saying is that, you know, these dudes are scared to speak the truth. And anything that goes against Joe, like they're just scared. You know what I'm saying? Man. Rock. The Rock Nation. The Loch Ness Monster. You already know. I love you. I love you, and please don't be shy, Rock. You know the situation. You know me. You my man. You know Kano. You know everybody's in the circle. Stop, Rock. Stop. Stop trying to play the middle, because I know Diamond D hit you up in the comments before, and you got the DITC connection. Rock, say the truth. I love you. I love you. You know that. You know everything we ever did together was authentic. It was no fake. It was no trickery involved. You know us for being real with each other. You know the other guys for a lot of things. That fat beluga, you know him for a lot of things. Go check out my man Rock. You know what I'm saying? It's chatting. You know what I'm saying? For real. The Rock Nix Monster, you already know who he is. But speak up, my bro. You know, you can tell your opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I know you're not scared. I know you want to respect and all that. I know that. Come on. How old we gonna get before we say the truth about our history, my G? Come on, man. I know parts of you, like, I know you don't want to get involved in my story or, you don't say anything, but I know inside you like, get him, Q. I know you like that, because I know you're a real one. But, you know, when you hear the truth, you gotta comment on it. Comment with some of you in it. Pause now. I don't got your little the button. I got this. Moringa. Go get it. Sounds too much like pinga, but moringa is good. It's good. It's like a vitamin or some shit. But for real, a lot of people are scared, you know what I'm saying? Rock is not. I don't think he is. He's just, he don't want to get really caught up in it. But that means when they don't do that, it's because they know. And it's really like they support me, but they don't want to go publicly support me. Like, and it's not about me, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me. But he just made a blog about me when I took my assessment to the little girl charge that Joe's got, underage girls. And he wanted to put that up there. Huh? Say the other stuff too, Rock. Stop with your shit. Stop. Yeah, I know that's the most no true shit about him that I said, but say the other things too. The bad stuff too. Say it too. Stop. Don't worry, just blame it on me. It's all good. Shout out to the whole boot camp clique out there, man. I love y'all. You know that. What else? Oh yeah, I did a little, 30 clip, little interview with Whack. Whack trying to spin it too. But see, Whack, we already know where he's coming from. I already knew how he's coming. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Without a cause. I already knew how he's coming. Mr. Extravaganza. There you go. Good looking. Hey, Cuban. God bless. Much love and respect. Still around with Cuban 2025 and beyond. My brother, thank you for contributing to the revolution. The Cuban appreciates it. Listen, what I'm saying is that I knew where Whack was gonna come from. It don't matter when you stand on truth and you believe what you believe, and you know what I'm saying, and you could tell, what you really standing on. Kevin Jones, JB dropping a cess tape called "Honey, I Shrunk the Pea." You pause. Yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the mosquito. You can't even shrink a mosquito. Imagínate. Salute, my brother. Salute, Kev. Thank you for contributing. Yeah, so I knew where Whack was coming from. So I didn't really know, but I knew. Like, I know his trickery. I know where he's trying to be just digging for information, digging for, or trying to set me up in a place where, he wants me to say something and he feels it the same way. Pause. All of this shit, pause, because we was talking about crazy stuff. And if you see the interview, you see the Cuban Link jinx or the whatever, the hocus pocus thing that's been going on, that the interview started glitching. That's the truth. That's the energy of the God himself upstairs or the devil downstairs. You know what I'm saying? But they're fighting because, God ain't going to let me get touched again from the back. Paused. But he's not going to let me, get drawn on me. So, he's got to fight. So all of that's happening. Spiritual war is happening beyond our vision. But I can feel it now. I know. Pause again. Damn, this is going to be the pause show. So, yeah. So Whack, he started off talking about caught his attention. Because the hype man, I don't know what caught his attention. Whack was just trying to be a gossiper and a nosy body, because that's what he does. But he has to start off with, with something. So he was about caught my attention because, the hype man. Because I don't know T.A like that, y'all. Let's get that straight. I don't know T.A from a hole in the wall. Step one incident that I had in City Island. If you go back to the Panda files, y'all could check, how we met. But I didn't even know like him fully until recently. Like that. Like we got to spoke. I met the young man as far as with the phone. I did the song with Lord Jamar and him. Lord Jamar's accidentally put us together, even though Panda did. But we didn't start kicking it like that with Panda. I started kicking it like that when we did the song together, and we broke. We chopped it up and then on Choke No Joke. You know what I'm saying? So we got to really understood, and I really got to really observe him as far as and checking out what when he's saying certain things, the truth, body mannerism. Shout out to Sub-Zero. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, go check out his channel, to Sub-Zero. He talked about mannerism, body language and stuff like that. And y'all can do the same thing, judge for yourselves. But TA's is a stand-up, young dude that those are the type of dudes I was trying to warn, man. I didn't want the situation ever to happen to anybody else, what happened to me. And TA's basically, you know, with minus the scars, he had to endure everything I did, but probably even worse because he didn't have no songs that he was really out there like off the books or things like that, or like Remy had. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could bring Plum back with MOP. Like he didn't have one of them joints that he was out there. That's why he didn't excel to the next level. Luke Coop City. One time I robbed the whole kindergarten back in the class. Yep, that's what Joe said. But I think he did. He took all their chocolates and candy. Maybe I believe that story, but you know what I'm saying? I know coats or money. He definitely robbed them for the lunch boxes in kindergarten. But you know, salute. So yeah. So I got to meet TA. He's an honorable young man. You know, speaking his truth. I could relate to his stories and to my stories. And then after I seen the complaint extra, what I was reading, the Pete, Percy, the rich player, the conversations in the back. You know what I'm saying? The store. Remember, I was around there too. They had other stores back in the days. So the store action, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting it together and I'm over here like, yo. And TA is different. He knew deeper. He knew more secrets than, you know what I'm saying, than I would know because, you know, he was there from later on. There was more money coming in. And yeah, the trizzies and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Joe was a little sicko. He's a little sick puppy. Like in the end of the day, when I start thinking back, because I thought we did it as crew. But when you start singling, you know what I'm saying, like singling the guy out to go and, you know what I'm saying, like fishing, like we the bait, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, back in the days, it was all of us, like me, Sace, Prospect, even Tony Baloney, Pun. You know, we got our own chicks. Like nobody was sending us. We did that on GP because that's brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? We have fun after a show, and we performed in front of each other because it was fucking crew from, you know, like our terror squad when we came. Our day, it was people from the same block. You gotta understand that we was really friends, not just on that mic. Like we was really in the block together. We was coming up together. You know what I'm saying? We was really close like that. So that's why that kind of confidence around the crew was you know what I'm saying, accepted. You know, and then Joe had his crew, the JBs, the Machos, the Raúls. These are the guys. You know what I'm saying? That was around Joe back then. And they was with us too. Like the whole thing was you know what I'm saying? Like it was together. You know, we can't front. It's just Joe did the whole, you know. That's what he did. He sat back and started analyzing shit. Oh, who's getting more? The girls, and then he'll go get that guy. And Ray, he'll get him to hang with his crew. Then next thing you know, he'll bring, you know, more girls over there, and then we'll be over here like, oh, they're switching. So it's always like a little competition over there running Triz. But I didn't know he just got that disgusting when I read the transcripts with the old, you know, smacking him in the butt cheek, and now he thinks he's the coach for the Rucker. Now he's back to the. Yeah, that's touching. Don't touch me. Like we run trades, like you know, like, don't touch me. Like a dude, even you're my friend, don't touch me. Maybe high five. Give me a high five from if you're from back there and I'm front. High five. Okay, high five. That's it. Don't lock fucking fingers with me. Don't do nothing. Just high five and keep banging. But you know, now I see the playing field has changed. Now he's directed, slapping butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? He's on all fours with two French maids, you know what I'm saying, inside the Hershey hole. And they're going to eat the beluga soup, you know? And, yeah, that becomes, remember, T.A. was a young dude back then. T.A. said he got out of high school. He must have been 18, 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Joe already should know better because he's an old, dirty, funky beluga that should have been married and got kids. What is he doing still running trips? Because that's ending, for me, it ended a long time ago. They said that's a phase. You go, you know, we was young, dumb, and they was full of cum. Nobody over here, all over there. But, you know, the girls. But, you know, and they was all over age. We did it, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do, man, from the hood. If you come from where we come from, then you understand. That's why it was so popular that we emphasized it on songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm rated X, in sex, I flex, like Lex Luger. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Because he was really doing those things. But it was always in fun, always legal. But then the beluga was in charge after I left. The beluga was in charge. So I don't know what's going on, but that's when TA comes in. And this is the fucking history lesson we had to learn in that complaint. And the Trizzes that was getting derailed because, he derailed him to his room. Now he's greedy beluga. He's doing fucking, he's playing froggy with French maids and everybody going all around the world, like Bambada. He's branching out with like the Zulu nation that Bambada did. He's branching out the trades with the TS, Africa, whatever. Montego, oh baby, why don't we go back to Havana? Come on, pretty. He went everywhere around the world running trades with TA. Now, he was forcing TA after a while because he was leaving him without a room and threatening him not to, take him back home if he doesn't pull out the pingus, ereximus. If he didn't pull out the pingus, ereximus inside the rooms, he would get mad at TA. So if he messes up the trays or whatever, that's really illegal, disgusting beluga tricks, So shout out to TA, man. Keep fighting the right fight. You know what I'm saying? And you're not snitching, homie. That nigga tried to Joe put that he subpoenaed you. You know what I'm saying? He did the first move. He's the one who tried to, he drew a lawsuit on you first. Because he was scared. You told him like a real G, you had a meeting with him. TA had a meeting with him. Or, over the phone or whatever, but they spoke and he said, yo, you owe me this money. This is the amount of money you owe me. When can I get my money? Joe dubbed him, curved him. Started doing yeah, tomorrow, whatever. TA felt a little played out, but he still was waiting patiently. Joe got on the internet, started dissing him, talking about, the couch surfer, the bum, the disgruntled employee, making fun of people like that you owe money to. Like, how you got the face to do that? So he was coqueándolo. That's what he was doing, coquetándolo. That's what he was doing. He was poking a bear, And, then TA started getting on Instagram and Panda Chop and all of the social medias, and he was telling a story. He was telling certain stories. He started with his regular stories first. And he was like, Joe, I remember the Joe, better get my money. I'm going to go nuclear. I got the nuke. I remember those little, direct threats that he was sending them. But that was just to get Joey's attention. It's like, yo, he for real. Like, if I knew somebody had things like that on me, and I would know that I owe them money, and I know that they got information that can harm me, like, as a man, I would definitely have a meeting with them, and we'll work out something. Because if I owe you, man, I got to pay you. I'll pay you your money. Now, they got all the other people, too, that they do that, and they keep doing that shit to you every year or whatever. But that's not extortion. That's just you getting your money back that you owe them. You know what I mean? So it's like, why didn't Joe just, right there is where he should have settled with TA? Because I'm sure TA would have, would have never did nothing. Nothing than what he did now, as far as taking this far. But then Joe dubbed him again, because they wasn't getting a lot of views or whatever. The whole, the social media people and the computer world didn't take too much heat to it and embrace it and really believe TA. So he looking like a liar that's looking like, he's trying to, he's just trying to capitalize with money and it's a money grab like on the computer shit. Joe ignored him again, whatever. Then Joe sees that on the computer world, right? So he moves on TA now. Big guy crushes little guy. Pause, too. That, not even in this situation, it shouldn't be even said. But listen, he tried to, whatever. He goes to his big lawyer, the fat beluga, disgusting whale, goes to his lawyer, gets this lawyer to put a lawsuit against TA. You know what I'm saying? The guy that's still in the hood, trying to come up, he's working, he's regular working, trying to earn his money because this guy got him blackballed like me, y'all. He can't do nothing either. Remember, he got to go through this just like what I do. You know how I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's blocked. It's a real block. Even though y'all don't see it and they don't talk about it, I'm letting you know it's a block. And other people to let you know it's a block. But anyway, he has to now go back and, after all these years that he's been out there earning money, helping Joe make songs, fucking writing hits for him, being part of the, all the way up, the arrangement, on get credit, just like me, senorita. You know what I'm saying? I bet your man can't. That was me, all of them. I could tell you the name on 1,000 others, but I'm just trying to tell you me. So the resemblance is there with me and T.A, right? That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Now, yeah, Joe, the bully, comes out of nowhere with his lawyer and and he tries to sue T.A. And now what he tried to do with that is to do exactly what he tried to do to me, the gag order. Remember he tried to gag me for not ever saying the story that happened to me when I got cut? Exactly what he tried to do to T.A. after he wins, though. You know what I'm saying? Like he was expecting for that lawsuit to go through defamation for T.A. so he could put a gag order on T.A. and sweep him under the rug. That's what he was expecting. So he was calling T.A.'s bluff. But what happened was that he didn't expect what was really coming, right? He didn't even know how much receipts T.A. was holding. Phone calls with the old, you know what I'm saying? The threats, receipts from everything he went through, like all the receipts when he went out of the country, and the shows, everything. So T.A. was already he playing possum. He was playing possum for this fat beluga to try to eat him. Pause again. But you know, I'm making, listen, you gotta go with my metaphor. So salute to T.A. for holding all those things and doing it the right way, the legal way. He didn't want to do it because of the honor. You know, we're from the hood and we come from where we come from. That's like me, I'm a dickhead too, because I could have been, I didn't expect the reason I held it down like the way I did as far as not going to the cops and not suing is because we come from that bloodline, right? And I'm a part of the circle. Don't get it twisted. Like me, all of us that came before all of that, when we really started Terror Squad and we pun and all that, like we really come from that cloth. Like we know we was engaged where the words, what we wrote, and what we was really doing. So you know what I'm saying? And we don't come from that. You know what I'm saying? Telling on anybody. If things happen to us, whatever, we handle it ourselves. That's just the way, you know what I'm saying? So I expected that fat beluga to keep in the same thing, but what he did is the opposite to me. So how y'all gonna tell T.A. right now not to do what he's doing? Shit, if I would have known the honor of this beluga, the way he would treat me, after I kept it honorable, kept trying to keep it street, the way he tried to block me, he did even more foul shit to me after I kept it honorable. Instead of saying thanks or whatever, let's talk, you know what I'm saying, let's make amends, let's do this. The nigga tried to crush me. Pause. Without a cause. He tried to crush me for real. Pause. And not let me know, I guess the art of the beluga. Whatever, the 50 laws of power, whatever. He's the 50 laws of the beluga. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 beluga commandments, for real. That's what he tried to do to me. But now the roles are reversed. Because, you know, the world, the universe, is showing them what karma's really about. So when T.A. came back now with his, you know what I'm saying, to his rebuttal to the lawsuit, now he put the lawsuit on Joe. Now y'all mad. Y'all mad. In Cam's words, y'all mad. Look at you. You mad. You mad. Can't slap somebody and then try to, you know what I'm saying, like give them rules how to smack you. No. First of all, ain't nobody, like you said, nobody was believing T.A. Thought it was just like defamation of character. He was lying. Joe should have known better. Should have known better. And go talk to that man. Compensate him for his work. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that everybody knew. I mean, make sure that he know they got to deal together. You know, talk it out and respectfully in the same level as men to men have a situation like that. And I'll guarantee you the T.A. individual would have never came out on him like that. Never. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want to hear shit from none of y'all. None of y'all with that. Because if y'all do that, if y'all try to just throw that extra shit on, or T.A. talk about it, he's snitching on him, y'all niggas is crazy. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, y'all fucking nuts. And y'all deserve to get smacked in the mouth. And you know what it is. People know what it is anyway, beyond that. That's a hood thing. So y'all already know. Niggas is still in the same hoods. So regardless what everybody else say, but get the story right. Get the timeline right is what I'm trying to get. Get the timeline right. Get the incidents right. Because what I read in there, in that complaint, tells me everything. And most of y'all don't want to read it because y'all don't want to go into the dark side. His dark side. Remember, he said he was the dark side. Remember, he did like 3 mixtapes. Dark side. Check out the dark side now. Check it out. Check it out. It didn't surprise me what I read. He just put a punctuation on what I knew. Now, it's going to surprise y'all when y'all read it. It's going to definitely surprise y'all when y'all read it. It's going to make you feel a certain way about that beluga that I've been telling you. Fat Joe's not going to look the same to you in your eyes after you read that. Now, of course, it's a process of time and to find out, innocent or guilty. And this is, remember, this is a civil case. I'm talking like this because it's a civil case also. And all of these things that, that was mentioned in there, it's in the civil case. So if it's in there, regardless. That's T.A.'s claim. So, I think it got serious. I think Joe, I told you about Joe's love for money. Like, for the love of money, I told you, he'll do the worst things ever. So he'll put anything, money over everything. For real. Talking about even individuals like mothers, fathers, and everything. He probably did. God bless. His family just passed, but maybe that was a little deal he did in his side. That's how disgusting I feel of him. And when Wack 100 asked me about, or even me, that I should know that he won't never mess with kids, like 15 to young girls. And I was like, how can I trust that? What are you talking about? I can never vouch for that fat burger again. He was able, in that lawsuit, he's saying, T.A. said that, he took credit for my scars. If he took credit for my scars, then he's been able to be outside in the public, and even to I believe that he didn't do it. I always believe that somebody in their own actions did it. Somebody that had love for Joe, whatever, I'll beat his ass, I was beating his ass. Somebody like his friend came from the back, okay, I'll put that on him. But I didn't know he orchestrated that and he took ownership of that. So he was doing that to keep other artists around him. And now I gotta go back and go, oh yo, Remy Ma got her face sliced. She was having problems with Joe. Armageddon got his face sliced. He was having problems with Joe. After me, all those things happen. You know what I'm saying? Things that make you go, beluga. You know what I mean? So, T.A. was supposed to do that, especially after he heard a conversation with Muttley, a.k.a. Pistol Pete, and Rich the Bitch Dollars. Rich the Bitch Player. You know what I'm saying? And Percy, which was sticking up for T.A. That was his man, because he did have love for him, because to do that, just to have love for T.A. And probably he was going to get some money. T.A. probably was going to move him up in the ranks if he becomes his manager. Maybe they had something like that. But it was together. You know what I'm saying? And they're the only FBI's in there, right? To tell you the truth. The only black brothers in there was the two. Because, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the other one's Spanish. I'm telling you, I'm keeping it funky. So now, yeah, to hear, Muttley and Rich the Bitch talk about T.A. like that, behind his back, trying to set him up, you know what I'm saying, to get physically violated, And even Rich the Player, Baloney, he said, oh, that he dead. Don't know what he meant by that. We know what he meant, but, you know what I'm saying, to that extent, that's no bueno. No bueno. And this is the type of evidence T.A. got in there. That's the type of credentials he's working with. He's not coming in word of mouth. Some things, the stories that he told, I know I can relate. I can picture it. So I'm like, oh my God, the beluga went that far into the ocean? Damn. It surprises me, but it doesn't surprise me. All those things that T.A. said over time, if I put it in my mind, once it registers, is exactly what I've been saying all this time. Exactly what I've been saying all this time. I was just predicting shit without even knowing. You know what I'm saying? I always blame the beluga for these cars. Yeah, me, because he let it happen and nothing was done the way his actions were. But I didn't really know. I didn't really know that, you know what I'm saying, when he's saying it out his mouth. Because remember, when I played you that video, me and Panda did in my channel right here, if you go back, when we went back to see Fat Joe's first interview after I got sliced in my face. His first interview, he said, it's my brother. I would never do that to him. I would never in my life. Somebody else came. You know what I'm saying? If we find him, we're going to do it. That's exactly what I told him over the phone. That's why he said that. He took exactly what I said to him and regurgitated it back to the world on the TV. And I told you he was lying. And the actions alone say he was lying. He's not my brother, man. That nigga want to be dead too, man. That motherfucker, if he got hit so fucking 50 hit, and DMX would imagine me. I'm the number one like this. I'm Beluga's enemy, number one. One. Y'all know that. We all know that. The public know that. So, and they can't catch me. Bugging. No, I went to see them. So, all that shit, people talking on the phone, he's hiding. How much I'll be hiding? And I'm the one who went to see you. That you got a story with me fucking running up on you. You know what I'm saying? A rich player, ask him what the fuck, how he know me. Me running to him, chasing him inside the club. Tell him how they know me. But Joe, and fucking in Miami, I told you, I had that nigga running, me and GQ, chased him around. 2 against 30. Tell him the truth. But that's what I be saying, say the truth. Stop acting like, because, that's just some macho shit between me and him because I know I take credit for my shit, whether bad or good. But nigga, when I chase your ass and you're a pussy that I know you pussy, and when I say pussy to me. That's what I refer to. Now, is he pussy to the rest of the world? Like I said before, he's not pussy to the rest of the world. He got niggas shook. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to tell y'all why with me and him, how I view him, and the actions that he done. Yeah, punk, real punk shit. But I don't think that T.A is lying at all. I think he's telling the truth, like I said. And it's crazy. It's crazy. A little check back in the days could have solved all of this heat from coming from, Fat Joe's way. Karma, I know the FBA's handed his ass to him. The FBA don't fuck around with the African power, baby. And the Indians too. But the African shit, think of the drums. Empiece con eso. The Cubans, that African shit is inside me too. FBA power. Don't let them go back into the roots. That's what happened. None of the frickin' eat but belugas. Go back to the ancestors and bring the power. You already know. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a regular. Like when I say beluga, I mean it. You know what I'm saying? A behemoth of a beluga. Like me, I couldn't take that thing about myself. As far as like how, you know what I'm saying, in the game, in the hip hop game. Like that's a powerful beluga, regardless. I'm giving him props because, regardless how I embarrassed him, I beat his nigga ass up. I told the truth about him. He seemed invincible for a minute because he had so much help, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what it was. He just seems invincible. Like he can make a lie seem like the truth to people. That's how he won a lot of times. So now I'm like, and I'll be coming with the spears. My truths be spears because it be like truth shit. It's like, you can't deny what I say to you. I'm telling you because it's going to come true real right there or a little bit right after. You're going to see that what I say is the truth. But, I couldn't take that beluga down myself. Now it's a team of beluga hunters. You got a team now, but T.A got a whole team of beluga hunters. Right now, Moby Dick's cousin, Moby Cock, whatever. Got a nigga. Joey Beluga. Beluga Joe. Yeah, he's about to come up for that blowhole and to get some air. And now, Tyrone. Calling Tyra out to get me my money. But I don't know what's going on. Because Tyrone got locked up. He already pushed, I told you, they pushed somebody in a wheelchair in front of Tyrone's car. They're trying to get him in trouble, disbar him so he can get away from the case because they know that the passion Tyrone has and the motivation he got, is enough to take the beluga down. So they sweating beluga, everything. Everything's beluga. I'm telling you, I'm going to open up a stand in front of the federal court. I'm not saying the federal court, for the shit, whatever they're going to have, the trial. Yeah, like what they're doing with Diddy. But you know, me, I hope it doesn't go, you know what I'm saying, crazy. Like as far as like criminal. I want it to stay legal like this. But I just want the truth to come out. Stay just monetary, you know, T.A gets his money and all that. But the truth come out. Let's publicize this. Let's publicize this case. You know what I'm saying? Let's put it like they're doing to Diddy. Yeah, we need to see all the shit. But I want it to stay, you know, civil. I do. I do want it to. I don't want that fat beluga to go to jail. I want nobody to go to jail there. But I want the truth to come out. That's what I do want. You know? And if the truth come with criminal shit and going, what can I tell you? How can I tell you? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the beat? It's, yo, be you from Cuba and worrying about Puerto Rico. Nobody worry over here, puppy. This is a story I've been involved in since I was 21. I mean, you know, I made me and a Puerto Rican. My kids is half Puerto Rican, my brother. I love my Puerto Rican people. Después de Cuba, I studied in Miami for 6 months from the Mariupol lift, and I went to Puerto Rico for 4 years. So Puerto Rican people, the island, is part of my bloodline too. Even though I'm full Cuban, but that's part of my bloodline, kid. Love my Boricuas. I love them. You know what I mean? Love my black people. Love them dearly. They part of me, I'm part of them. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? And we all in this together. We are. This is a personal issue. This is people that I grew up around. You know what I'm saying? It, of course, became business, but these are our own community individuals. You know what I'm saying? Paul was my brother first. That's the number one Boricua ever to touch that mic. You know that? And that was my friend before this music shit. That's my brother before this music shit. You know? And we look at the mark we left in hip hop, regardless. Look at the mark. When we got together, we formed Voltron. Look at the mark we put up when it was teamwork. But when it's the fucking greed of one beluga that took over, look what else. Who else is eating in that crew? Only the thug criminals that he hires to protect them against his own artists. Because once his own artists start noticing that he's robbing them, he uses the thug dudes that look over them, supposed to be friendly, to do them dirty. That's what he do. That's a disgusting individual. You don't have to even be Puerto Rican. This nigga's not even Puerto Rican fully. He's supposed to be Puerto Rican and Cuban. He's both. The worst kind. Your own. They'll do it to you. But he blanquito, he straight up blue eyes with fucking, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But he definitely is Cuban and Puerto Rican. He's both. So que te estás hablando, I'm worried about a Puerto Rican. I ain't worried about no Puerto Rican, man. I'm worried about somebody that, you know, we let lead and be in charge of careers. And he did, you know what I'm saying? He did bad. He did bad. And we had love. And it was, you know, the Terror Squad story, Cuban Link story, T.A story. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Definitely write a series about this. I think Netflix should be looking at this very carefully. I think those guys that are with the mind and the creativity part, as far as making music, making Hollywood movies and all that, that should get with me and we should really get together. Because, you know, I want to catch shit on real time. In real time. And the story's here. The story's playing it out. Life is his story. You know, that man got his own story as far as the beluga, Joe, if he lets you tell a story, oh, forget about it. Nothing but cap. You already seen that. You already seen he's a liar. You already seen that. He showed himself to the world already. He's a liar. And with that, when you bring that liar trait that he has back to real situations, like with me, I got cut and all that, and how he was making excuses so people could hate me, that I did something foul, that I deserved this, now y'all can see why. How great of a liar he was. Behind the scenes, there was no social medias back then. So now you can see, it makes sense, don't it? The truth comes out. It was always there. Always there. And I've been narrating this shit. I don't know. I guess, like I said, remember? That's when it becomes spiritual, biblical. The money against attributes and morals and God and the devil and what he could buy you off. Money, gold. Y'all was staring over there more than y'all was staring over here. But that's the music entertainment. Both the ones that play inside the music game and the fans. You know what I'm saying? They got the big chains and everything over there like this. They got the, you know, more people with them doing screaming. It happens like that. So that's what happened. That's part of what happened with our story, with my story, with Pun, you know. But it is what it is. So yeah, so just seen what happened already. First day into the lawsuit, they throw a terrorist squad. I don't know. They throw a terrorist squad missile at Tyrone. Tyrone has not hit me yet, guys. Where the fuck is Tyrone? Where is Tyrone? Did they scare Tyrone? Did the cops that arrest Tyrone work for TS with Fat Joe? Because he pay all of the cops. I'm telling you. Did they get him in a cell when they put him in a secret cell, or maybe they took him into some other shit and they told him, let's make a deal, but now TA has to apologize to the world, say he was lying, but we'll give him $10 million. All of this is possible, guys. The Cuban is the narrator. Everything is possible, but the truth is the most important, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. And Tyrone, you was popping mad shit. Joke, no joke. I loved you for that. I was broken, and now, 48, the last 48, whatever the fuck that show is, you came out already, Tyrone. And yeah, Fat Joe's Tapioca? Joey Tapioca, the lawyer for Joe's, been talking mad shit about Tyrone. You see him in TMZ? Oh yeah, he's an embarrassment to the judicial system. He does this and extorts people. Tyrone, where the fuck are you responding? Because we need to hear your comeback. Then he gassed it up, and then, you know, Joe is over there talking about, all my life, I've been doing the right thing. Everybody tries to use me and abuse me. And I just went through a trial of tribulations. My parents died, and they're trying to abuse and just take my money because I'm such a good person. And motherfucking lying bitch ass nigga, talk to us. You in a Kiss and Crack show, right? You in a Jada Kiss show. You in the Jada and Joe show. Talk there, you fucking baloney lying piece of chicken. See, I get excited, guys. I hate when they lie. And I can see it's a lie from a mile away. But if I let it happen, y'all motherfuckers will be like, yo, Joe's so honorable. Hey, look at him. Oh, pobrecito. Le están quitando todo el dinero que él trabajó so duro. There's some people like that. They will really be them. Joe is a hard worker, 9-to-5 worker. He never starts trouble. No joke. I mean, Choke just played me some crazy baloney white dude that was chained in somebody. So please, you can't bring down the devil when you ain't gonna fight. You gotta be in it for the right fight. You gotta know that. I can't just be always just watching from the side, man. You gotta get in the game. For real. And me, I don't know. All I heard was that, call Tyra. Yo, Tyrone, call my show up. Come on, where you at? You call everybody's show. Call Cuban Link show up. Let's talk. Let's make this the Cuban Revolution so it can be televised. Go horny. Well, I'll do it. I want to check it out. Tell the people, yo, how to get money. Hey, yo, T, what's up, baby? Yo, what's up with that money? Yeah. Yo, now that what? What happened? What happened? Oh, since TA said what? And he could prove it, and then he said that shit, and then what? I could get money. Oh, you could get some money. Well, I'm going for like 40 mil. Yeah, but after the shit, damn, but TA's gonna take him off for 20. You think that nigga got money? He ain't got no money. That nigga be probably under the jail right there, broke as fuck, and they ain't gonna get shit anyway at the end. I could hold my Terror Squad album back. Oh shit, I could take his property or intellectual property. Go on and tell me something, Tyrone. I don't know. I'm just guessing right now. But we could talk. We could talk. We'd make this redemption for real. See, I'll be going into my acting now. But anyway, man, it's crazy, right? And we want that girl that was doing the Diddy pace, that pretty chick, I forgot her name. Lisa, I don't know her name. We want her on the fucking narrating too. We want her to narrate. We want her to do the step by step. You know, because she's a good look, and she's the one who put me on that this is happening extra. Yeah. So what else, man? What else can we talk? Oh, so yeah. So I was telling you about Wack. Yeah. So we start talking. You know, Wack is a funny dude once you get him in that mode too. And Wack is very influential. One thing about Wack, regardless, once he get into and reads and he's forced to tell other people his assessment on something, he's gonna stand on what he stand on. You know what I'm saying? He did that with Pun, and he was against all odds. He did that with Liza. I respect him for that. Nobody from the East Coast, nobody from nowhere, not even the West Coast. Wack 100 is the one who took it, made it in his own, and said that was wrong. Give that man their money back, man. Regardless, he showed who he was when he did that. He seen that situation when he dug deep into that, and he said the truth, discussed it. I even went out of his way to help Liza to do what she wanted to do. I respect him. That's it. So you gotta do for me. You know, say certain one things you gotta do for a brother. That's all you gotta do for me. So I'll give you the time of day. I'll give you, you know, play me like a burger either, just because you know that now you're gonna do some funny foul shit to me. I'm just saying though, the open line of communication is definitely here at any time for Wack when he needs it. So yeah, I mean, he was trying to stick up for Joe a little bit, but he was really trying to really dig deeper. How real is it? And when he saw at the end of the day, at the end of that little interaction with me and him, he saw, and it clicked in his head. I'm gonna dig deeper into this pause and find out what's going on. So that hopefully, Wack will read, and maybe if he wants to defend Joe, he could read all the TA's complaint and the lawsuit. He'll read it, and we can have a discussion, not incriminating shit, nothing. Discussion about what's going on, the paperwork that's out there, Joe's responses and Joe's actions in the past. Because that's how y'all could deal with somebody. You could judge his character from his past actions. So, what we know about Joe, he probably got some good stuff in there where he gave, Puerto Rico some food, and he did certain things. He funded the New York cop, the cop universities around the world. Maybe he did it. Now it's for his charities to come back up. See what he did. Since he's always talking about he gave computers to the schools. Yeah, we want to see all that too. But we're going to see the bad stuff too. We're going to weigh it out. We're going to get that truth. We're going to squeeze that truth out that fucking beluga butt. Pause again. Damn. But we're going to get to the truth. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been reading in the chat and all that. My bad. Shout out Jamaica. Jamaica. It's true there's paperwork on you for being a child. Your mother, you faggot fuck. Me, never, baby. Never. I'll tell you that with a straight face anyway. I would have probably just, probably put you in a headlock and broke your back at the same time right there in front of me if you ever say that in front of my face. But I have no problem with none of that. Ever in my life. I don't slip Mickeys in nobody's drinks. I don't do no funny shit. I do stand-up honorable shit. All my life did. Actually, I was around people that didn't. So I was the oddball in those circles. You know what I'm saying? As you could tell, you got a beluga over here doing all this crazy shit, and God took me out of that circle. And we had a fight. I had to fight that beluga. All the snitch-ass niggas and bitch-ass niggas around my circle, I usually, naturally, so most of the time, I just punched them in the face when we got into it, because we couldn't click. The bloodline, we wasn't, it's be like that with me. Either God takes you out of my circle, or I get you out. Or you get yourself out. Like, you do some foul shit, and you get yourself out. Always been like that. So I'm good with that. So all that slander y'all ever once said, we could always face me though. When you do that, face me. I ain't gonna beat you up. I'm just gonna school you. Now, if I see the disgusting snake rat in you, and you still trying to push that, after if the story I tell you ain't good enough, and you keep on with then you get knocked out. Then you get the top, elbow from the top ropes. Then you get pile drived, in cement. Things like that happen, yeah. But yeah. Don't put no. That's when you can tell they be Joe team when they say the foulest shit about me. You know what I'm saying? That's what they had to do. He had to do that to convince people that, yo, I deserve this. He had to say the foulest shit about me to say, yo, he deserved it. That's what he told people inside the industry. And that's why I deserve $40 million. Let's go, T.A. Yeah, man, Cuban Link is going. Yeah, we South. Vamos. Now we really gonna buy a lot of clothes South. The beluga bucks. Let's go, beluga bucks. No whammies. Yeah. Yeah, we all involved. The world needs to be involved. The whole music world needs to be involved. Stop trying to hide. Stop trying to be Captain Saver Joe's. Stop trying to do the ballistic man. He was the first Captain Saver Joe. You know what I'm saying? He's from Buffer Joe, University. That's, he already chose over there. They already chose. You'll see who I have problems with. It's because they chose the beluga, right? Because there was already the beluga either gave him a wedgie, a noogie, or, you know what I'm saying? Penetration was encountered. So I don't know what's going on, because the truth is the truth, and you can't run away from the truth. Some people stand in front of the truth, and they're willing to take the hot shit that comes along with it, the bad, the good, and there's other ones that hide and write statements, because they gotta hide. Tell Joe, hey Joey, why don't you make an episode on the Kiss and Crack show about your whole thing, the pedophilia thing, make it about my situation, what happened that day. Tell a story one time in your life. How about that? Let's make it easy. Tell a story when, the Jimmies. Say it on that. Say a story of when Eliza, remember? Eliza, what you told her you took, you know what I'm saying? We taking the money with March. We made March Entertainment, remember? Tell that story. Come on, tell that story. You tell all those stories, I'll forgive you, brother. I told you, sit down in the chair where the public can see you and say the truth of all the foul shit you've done to people who loved you. All you gotta do is that. I'll drop the mic on that one. I'll drop the mic and let it go. I'm about to give you a hug. I'll give you a little hug, huh? I'll give you a little hug. All you gotta do. That's not easy for me. But for T.A, $20 million you gotta give to. Yeah, Punson, of course, Punson still rapping, man. Look at this one. Un Maceo, whoever that is, Singao, with the big entrada. So, yo, Lonk, why you didn't go and wait for Joe outside his podcast and tell him all this? Oh, papi. Jesus Christ. They doing the brujeria on me. Look at this shit. Hey, Maceo, Te Valiente. Mira. Do you understand that I punched him in his mouth already? Do you understand that I chased him in Miami and he called the cops on me? Do you understand this? What are you trying to say by that? Why didn't I go to his store for what? So the cops could be there, so the cameras could catch me, so he could set me up with the fucking legal team he has, so the cops could arrest me? What are you trying to do? People, I want you to look at guys like this. Maceo, el cingao valiente. Because él es valiente. I'm just telling you a story. What are you talking about? I don't have receipts of where I punked and pussied them. You need to do your homework about me. See, I don't talk like I'm gonna do something to somebody if I didn't do it to them, or they know that I'm gonna do it to them. That's the difference between me and y'all, the little typewriters niggas. They stand in a bunker. They say all of this foulest shit in the world you can say about you, and that's all you could do to get views. Though they do it for views and to maybe they're crazy. Maybe they forgot to take their pills and SSI chicks. But they don't know the truth like I know the truth. Probably talking to a dude that's been in the battlefield and knows the story. Because it's my story. What the fuck? And I'm facing you. I'm not giving y'all, this is what happened, a report. This is me, straight up, 50 years old, still after all these years, telling you my story, my life story. You usually see this in a movie. You know what I mean? You usually see the movie about this, or the series. I'm telling you live shit like this. This is Cuban Link right here. I've been through all that. Look how beautiful I look. Everything. Look at my knuckles, nigga. Everything. All the scars, the bruises, the salutes, the fucking merits that I got, all the work that I put in. This is me. Got nothing to hide. The bad, look, the stuff. Oh shit, they hit me in my fucking like I haven't been hit in my face before. Yeah, you see the one in the clip? BX over, they called me. Yeah, Mike Tyson punch. Ooh, one thing you forgot is that I got up. That's what you forgot. I got up. Never was knocked out. You bet. That's what you think you forgot. So yeah. And this one, me rocking Fat Joe. God, I fucked him up after he punched me. And no, so this is what you remember. That's what you remember? I mean, that's the niggas you give your props to. Okay, cool. Just know who you up against. Because they sure know. Alonzo, get the fuck out of here, man. Nigga, I don't know who you are. Man. Talk about it. Why? What are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here. Niggas is trolls, extra trolls. I don't know what y'all talking about. So what we gonna do here is stay focused on the novella. The novella. Beluga. The beluga trial. The preliminaries already looking crazy. I told you it's gonna be an action-packed situation here. You got the biggest liar that's been hiding and trying to hide from the truth forever. He just got roped. Well, he got served first. Let's see what he does, because he's going to give you a million tricks. And let's see if they, okay. Gungu Roach, salute to Gungu Roach. That's another guy. He needs to tell his truth. He got proof. Gungu Roach. That's the one that y'all need. Yo, listen. Well, I guess things take time to process in people's mind. Like Eliza and the kids, the Rios family's contract didn't probably sit yet on everybody's mind, but it's getting out there still traveling. So y'all can really understand that, how disgusting Fat Joe was in that situation. So then maybe you could judge his character. The legend Claude, nothing but love, baby. Imagine if Pun was still here. Yes. Imagine. That's what we could do, imagine. Sadly. But Pun was here. That Fat Joe dude will never be around. That's a promise. Definitely. Latinos are number one to the GOAT. Yeah, man. We're still here. We're still doing what we do, man. And that's another thing. It trickles down to that, to the music, us doing music. Artists like me, other Spanish artists, Latino artists, they don't say do the Spanglish thing. That could have took this game lyrically and put the bar and follow Pun's, trail and really be lyrical Latin and try to touch that bar on some shit where hip hop had to recognize the Latin influence in this shit. Not just a fat, dirty beluga that stands up there and he babysits that top, for his name to be bigger and bigger for the less, Spanish artists that come up there because he don't want competition because he can't hang. I don't get it yet. I always knew the beluga's plan. I told you. I couldn't do nothing but voice it because I punched him in the face. I fucking beat the shit out of him. I did things. I battled him on rap. I killed him. But he beat me with the people inside the industry. And they did a lot of shit. But no excuses, right? The truth is the truth, and the moment of truth is here. That's what I'm saying. Stay tuned. Stay tuned and make it your business to know all the facts. That's what I'm asking you. I'm not taking nobody's side of nothing. I already know what's going on. I've been telling y'all this shit. This is a prediction to me about 20 years ago. So, me, you already know where I'm at. But still, do your facts. Be a smart person. You know what I'm saying? Don't be just sucking dick when you don't know what dick you got in your mouth, especially for the foul shit for the foul niggas. But to the other people that, are just for real and they're authentic and they want to know what's right or wrong, the information is out there. You know what I'm saying? The contract is out there. I made a contract. You know what I'm saying? But you got the whole complaint is out there. The lawsuit. And you see the funny thing that happened to Tyrone already? With the car, he hit in the car, 66-year-old man. I bet you a bottom dollar that was the bullshit. That was the terrorist squad bullshit. I'm telling you that. Something. If they do the investigation on that, they're going to lead that shit. It's going to lead to a big fucking tail that's attached to a blowhole that has a face of a beluga. And his name is Joey. Yep. That was a setup, 100%. So to academics, to WAC 100, to everybody. That's another thing that me and Panda, we was really wishing for journalism to start doing its real job. Stop sucking balls. Stop sucking the artist's dick. Stop sucking the other promotion. You doing things for... No, a journalist does this. They dig deep and find the truth as much as they could. Go digging, you fucking dicks. Go digging, man. Do your job for once. Do your job for once. And let's have a debate. Don't mind having a debate. You know what I'm saying? That was a great time back in the days when it was real journalism and people would be like, nah, but he just discovered this. And that's part of, justice. That's part of justice. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. And that's what I'm trying to get to. you know. But yeah, it bothered me. Bothered me when my name is still all in that content that they got in the complaint or whatever, in the lawsuit. They got my name up in there. How you think of my name when you know what I'm saying? I don't want my name to be there. But look, that's how relevant I am still in their head. And y'all, some of y'all talking about, look, they forgot about you, Cuban. Come on, man. It's not Joey blackballing you. It's not. You see what's going on? You don't think that's people? If I wasn't that important, they wouldn't even send my name. What is that, Velvet? Come on, man. Sometimes that's why I was telling you, sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy. Like people don't say what the fuck I'm seeing. Like I was seeing all of that. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing that from a business level. That's why every time I try to enter the industry or some more like, yo, here's my project. You know, check a list and all, let's do some shit. It'll be the bullshit. Oh, you know, we know the other guy, can't touch you. And they'd be like, okay, that's blackballing. What else to call it? And then if I go and kill the beluga, what happens, man? What happens? Yo, Cuban ain't shit. He killed my favorite MC. Yo, Cuban, he's stupid. But here, when I'm living, I got fucking people texting me, yo, but why you talk all that? I'll go over there and you know what I'm saying? Knowing our history. He wants me to go somewhere where he at so we could get it all right. But he does it to me or I do it to him. But you want people just to get in trouble? Ain't nobody stupid like y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can't respect how the story went for real, then just get the fuck out the story. That's all. But this is just the story. You know? It is what it is. Why does Joe say he chased you a few times? No, he meant he chased my DJs. You talking about, see what I'm saying? And information, get on new podcasts like, you know what I'm saying, Drink Champs and all that. And you can see the biases over there. They talked about me how many times? DJ EFN, shut up. Cubano. But okay, DJ EFN, he brought me up. I get jumped over there by, you know, the kind of shit that they saying about me. Joe, whenever he says my name. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that guy. He's a bum. He's a bum. He's this. And I can't defend myself on the same podium, but they got, you know, that's what I'm saying. That's the off-balance bullying shit that they do. They could talk about me over there in their podcast shit, but they can't let me defend myself. That's exactly what Angie Martinez did in the beginning. She did an interview with Joe, let him tell a story about Jimmy's and all of that, but they didn't have me there. That's unfair. You know what I'm saying? That's favoritism. And that's what they do. That's what's been imbalanced. You know what I'm saying? Of course DJ EFN knows what's up. I dislike the fact even more that he knows what's up and he doesn't do nothing about it. And I'm not saying do nothing. You're not supposed to do nothing to Joe about it. But do something. Nigga, reach out to me. Nigga, put me in certain those positions so you give me a little break also so I could do my thing. He knows I'm trying to do music. Don't play their game or you know exactly what's going on, but you don't do nothing. Or fucking invite me there. Nigga, go invite me. Invite me to fucking Drink Champs or wherever. Your podcast. He has his own podcast. DJ EFN has a side shit that he does. He can always invite me and say my shit about it. But he doesn't. I mean, that's the same. You're the same as dumb, nigga. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then you Cuban. That's sellout shit. That's how I feel it. You know, but they act like they're your friend on TV publicly. Oh, you feel so bad. No, come on, dude. You try to stick up for me. No, you don't stick up for me, nigga. Let me stick up for myself. How's that? Stick up for myself. Let me stick up for myself. I'm a fucking man. I never in my life let nobody else stick up for me. Niggas don't gotta say that. That's their excuse. Their excuse is like, oh, but I be trying to help them, but, you know, I stay my shit. No, nigga, you need that. You're a public access fucking thing. You got people, artists and shit there. I'm an artist. You got me up there. I won't even go up there. Get the fuck out of here. Niggas is Drink Champs. I'm talking about his own. DJ EFN has his own shit that he does, online radio shit. He could have been asked me to do that. So don't be thinking all that EFN just because he goes against the grain a little bit there, that he's on my team or he got love for me like that. Them niggas for self. That's all. That's all it is. And Nore, what's up, Papi? I've seen you training. Memorial Day. Let's go in the ring, Nore. What's up, man? Let's go in the ring, Nore. Let's get some blood, sweat, and tears out of it. Let's see if your love for my brother was real. Step in that ring. Step in my ring. Celebrity boxing match. Come on. I don't know if this Hulk shit is happening. Fucking Hulk is fucking went to Puerto Rico. Not Puerto Rico. Now everybody's fucking running away from the fucking situation. So Nore, what's up, Pop? Let me hit that. You know. Come on. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it for fun. For twin. You know? What's up, Nore? I seen you hitting them pads, man. You're nice. I think you're nice, man. I think you could take me. Let's do it, baby. Get a little bread, get some love back. You know, we could do this for the kids. But let's do it for Twin first. Let the world see it. And you nice. I know you box, nigga. I know you a street fighter. Me too. So let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Want to make it up to me? Want to be cool with me? Let's get in that ring. Do it for the world, though. Let's make that Cuban revolution televised. Yeah. So anyway, you know, don't give me no halfway love, nigga. Fuck all that halfway love. And halfway love could get you killed, get you in situations, you know, you can't come back from. So it is what it is. Snowpack, that's my dude too. There you go, my brother, Joseph Rivera. Snowpack, my bro, man. You already know. It was Snowpack. Snowpack was the first nigga with me out there. Besides the syndicate. The syndicate came later. But Snowpack was the first cubano cingado que estaba conmigo all day. He's seen a lot of things. But see, that's my guy too, level 2. They seen a lot of things, but they don't get on here and say stories like that line up exactly of stories that I've been saying. You know, that bothers me too. But okay, it's not their story, I guess. So that's how they feel. But they in the middle. I don't want to hear nobody in the middle no more, nigga. This ain't morning love. Talk about in the middle. You either here, or you there. That's it, man. You can't be tight roping all your life. You're gonna fall over. I don't want to hear that shit. Say the truth is what I'm asking you. You don't gotta be on my side if you feel I'm lying. But if I'm telling the truth, nigga, stay on the side of the truth. You know? That's all I'm saying. I don't want you to stand by me if I know I'm lying. If I'm lying about something, you know, I'm trying to gas you. You know, I know you lying. Like, I won't side with you. Just on the truth side, though. Be a real, you know what I'm saying, a real spectator and be a real judge for that. You know what I'm saying? The people need that. You know, that's all. Pistol P, that better mention. You should box Pistol P. What? Pistol P can't give me no money either. I'm an artist. I'm an old ass nigga. Plus, I'll do Pistol P too, but for what? For what? I like Muddy a little bit. I don't know. For some strange reason, I like Muddy a little bit. He keeps it 75% truthful. I like him. I would still beat the shit out of him. I got a little love for him though. For some reason, I don't know. Maybe because it's old shit. We met. And it was cool when we first met. I don't know why. It's just always a little bit of love. You know, Singao ese. But they're all pieces of shit, don't get me wrong. You and Stowe killed that D-Cell, yeah. Yeah, D-Cell, what's up, D-Cell, and all that, man. See, all of them, we gave love, man. Come on, they could tell you a story, too. That's the nigga. You know who fucked that whole shit up? Figueroa. I let Figueroa go over there, go to the syndicate, and be cool with level, and he changed all them niggas' minds over there, started spreading lies and poisoning the whole fucking shit. Fucking Figueroa, piece of shit. I don't like Fat Joe smiling in everyone's face. Yo, that's what I hate, especially that part. Smiling in your face and fucking is the biggest King Cobra. And he's so, like, he's so good at it. That's what it is. I know it, because, you know, it hurts you more when somebody that you got love for do it to you. But the way he comes in, especially, like what Wack said, Wack kept saying that story. Yo, you know what me and Fat Joe's first argument was? That he wanted to pay a bill and he didn't want me to pay the bill. That's honorable. And I'm like this, Wack, because he bought you a fucking pizza, fucking dinner, a fucking Big Mac. You're gonna make fooled by that he's gonna always tell the truth because he's honorable? That's what Joe wants you to believe. That's what the snake wants you to do. That's why he comes like this with gifts and nice gestures in the beginning till he got you in a fucking python headlock. He squeezes the life out of you. But the problem is that you wouldn't even know because you'd be too much like this. Oh, he wouldn't do that shit to me. And then he does it to you. You know. But yeah, he's really good at what he does, man. Sucking balls. But then betraying you is better than his sucking balls part. Pause. Anyone with street smarts can see. Yeah, I know, but Pun, we knew he was a piece of shit in the beginning. But, you know what I'm saying, he was helping my brother. We had to get along with him. In that process of us dealing with him, we seen a little bit of good in him. You seen, you know what I'm saying, he got good in him. You know what I'm saying, we seen his family. We felt a little sorry for it. We all want to get out of these project shit. This situation was bad. We want to move our families because we had the same kind of goals. Help that fat nigga also because we looked at him as the leader. We believed in him that he would do right by us and we do right by him. That's why we gave him so much love. That's why Pun wrote his shit and made sure he was dope lyrically because, you know, he was lacking in that part. So we always stood together to help that motherfucker do what he needed to do. That's why we did it. So we, you know, we fell in love and then pause, but we felt, you know what I'm saying, that love for him. And we all was working as a team. And I thought that snake shit that we first saw went out the window because he got to know us. You know what I'm saying? It's like we started on some real shit. Okay, we doing this shit legal now. We don't have to have our homies on the street corners doing stupid shit. We could bring them along with us. We could get, you know what I'm saying, the real talent out from the Bronx. That was me. That was me. That was what I thought he would be on too and do it together because he just seen what happens when we work together. He seen what happened. Pun told you didn't want it, then you had to abide by it because, you know, but then when you saw it, Joe, we made you a believer. But that was a bad thing too. Making him a believer made competition for his head. In his mind, that was competition and he wanted. The teamwork we was giving him, he thought it was evil. So, you know what I'm saying? That's where the betrayal comes in. Now I put my guards down. The blind side comes. That's when the raises come out. And that's where there's no easy forgiveness for that. Bitch. And then lies on top of that. Those dirt in your name. Like, you deserve those things. Imagine imagine how a nigga feel when you do that. Especially a nigga, anyway. It is what it is. My story's crazy, but T.A.'s story is even. No, I think my shit is the craziest, but T.A. went through some shit and I believe what he's saying and all that shit, man. You know? And then Pitbull. Yeah, Pitbull, man. You already know. I had to go through bullshit. I'm sure Pitbull got gassed by the fat nigga to do, you know, treat me a certain way and try to go at me. I'm sure he was throwing the gasoline behind Pitbull shit too. But one day they'll tell their story. They're just waiting for me to die. That's all. So now nobody can really say because everybody else got bought off or intimidated. Everybody else already Joe team that was on my side, even niggas on my side, like was my homies. They over there. So he bought everybody else except me. So all they waiting for me is to die so they can tell the Cuban Link story. And then they'll tell the story that I was wrong, whatever the story. Anyway, glad we have this shit. Play this shit back if anything happens to me. Tell them, suck my dick, don't come to my funeral. I want my fans to beat the shit out of everybody that comes to my funeral that you know I ain't fuck with in real life. All the enemies, if they step anywhere by my wake, I want your niggas to put them to sleep in front of everybody. So in front of Telemundo, nigga. Got Channel 47. Super Kaku right there. Super Kaku. Mataron a 10 por tratando de meterse en la Cuban Link. But for real, man, be too fake, man. Too fake out here. I can't do that fake shit, man. I can't do that fake shit. For real. Well, anyway, man, I just want to fuck with y'all for a little bit. Nothing but love. Y'all already know, boy, Cuban Link. Cuban Revolution will be televised. Stay tuned to the Beluga trial and the preliminaries, that shit that's happening now. Keep your eye on Tyrone. Tyrone, where the fuck you at, Tyrone? I'm with my bread, man. Niggas be hiding, man. See, when things, people don't hit me back, I start feeling things. I just want you to be on the same point. Because if something funny happens, we're going to find out. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Your boy Cuban Link, son now. Super Kaku.